Hello dear students. So today let us solve a problem. In your textbook you have a exemplary problem, that is 3.4 in the chapter motion in a straight line. So see the problem. A ball is thrown vertically upwards with a velocity of 20 meter per second from the top of a multi-story building. The height of the point where the ball is thrown is 25 meter from the ground. Question number A. How high will the ball rise? And the question B. How long will it be before the ball hits the ground? Okay. See once again the question. A ball is thrown vertically upwards with a velocity of 20 meter per second from the top of a multi-story building. Okay. So see this diagram. Let us assume a boy is standing on a multi-story building here. Okay. He is at a height 25 meter from the ground. He is standing at this point A. He is throwing a ball vertically upward. Okay. Vertically upward. Let us assume. So the ball reaches at the point B. Okay. So now we have to find out how high the ball will rise. Okay. So if from the ground the total distance is y. Okay. If the boy is standing at the distance y0, then so this difference is y minus y0. The total distance is y. From the ground to the top of the multi-story building is, let it be y0. Therefore, so this difference is from A to B is y minus y0. Okay, we have to find in the question number A, we have to find this distance. So given is initial velocity with the velocity. What the velocity is throwing the ball? With the velocity v0, that is the initial velocity, plus that is 20 meter per second. And when the ball is thrown, the ball will rise. Okay, ball will rise. In that time, the acceleration due to gravity is downward. Okay, so what is acceleration here? That is minus g, because acceleration is downward in the minus y axis. Therefore, we write a negative sign here, minus g, that is minus 10 meter per second square. That's a given. Normally, the value of g is 9.8 meter per second, but in this case, they have given 10 meter per second square. Okay. So when the ball reaches at point B, okay, so ball rises and it stops and it falls down. So it is clear that when the ball reaches the point B, it stops and once again it starts its journey downward. That means when it reaches the point B, its final velocity will be 0. Okay, once again its velocity increases in the minus y axis. Okay, therefore the final velocity when it reaches at point B is 0. Understood? So in this case we need this distance A to B. Okay, it is nothing but y minus y0. So we can use this equation, v square equal to v0 square plus 2a into y minus y0. You have learnt in a kinematic equation v square equal to v0 square plus 2ax. Okay, so what is x? X is the displacement. Okay, if we take the 2 value, that is x2 minus x1, it is the final position, this is the initial position, or we can write it as x minus x0 in the x-axis. Similarly, in the y-axis, we can write y minus y0. So we are considering the y-axis, so that in this case, so v square equal to v0 square plus 2, instead of 2ax, we write y. Here we write the differences y minus y naught. So this is the equation, kinematic equation along the y-axis. If it is x-axis means you can write x minus x naught. Okay, that is the, it is the final position, it is the initial position. Now you can substitute the values. What is the value for v? That is 0. So 0 square is 0. V naught, initial velocity, it is 20 square. Then plus 2 into, what is a? A is acceleration. Here instead of a we have taken g. Since the ball, okay, gravity acts downward, acceleration due to gravity acts downward, we take minus, negative value minus 10 into y minus y naught. Okay, so now you can solve. So 20 square is 400 minus 2 into minus 10, that is minus 20 into y minus y naught. Okay, so now bring 400 to the left hand side. Okay, you will get minus 400, the remaining is minus 20 into y minus y naught. Okay, both side negative terms are there, therefore you can cancel, you can get the positive values. Therefore y minus y naught equal to 400 by 20, or y minus y naught equal to 20 meter. So this is the answer for, or solution for question A. How high the ball will rise, that is y minus y naught. Okay, now let us solve for the question B. Okay, what is question B? How long will it be before the ball hits the ground? Okay, so we have to consider the total time of travel. So from A to B, then it come back to the ground level up to C. Okay, how much time it will take? How much time it will be in the air before it hits the ground? Okay, so that we can solve. Now we can use the equation y equal to y naught plus v naught t plus half at square. How we got this equation? You know the equation, that is the another kinematic equation. Along the x-axis you have learnt x equal to v naught t plus half at square. In terms of y, we can write y equal to v naught t plus half at square. But if we take initial and final position means, instead of y, we can write y minus y naught. If it is x means, we have to write x minus x naught, or y minus y naught. Okay, so if you bring y to the right hand side, you will get y equal to plus y naught, y plus v naught t plus half at square. Okay, so what is y? Here in this case, y is the final position, y naught is the initial position. Okay, see the diagram. So when the ball was thrown, ball was at this point on the top of the multi-story building. Okay, when it reaches the ground, the ball will be here. Okay, on the ground level, what is the height? So height is 0. Therefore y equal to 0. Where was the ball? It was at the height 25 meter. It is given in the problem. So this is initial position, this is the final position. Okay, so where was the ball? It was at 25 meter above this multi-story building. Therefore this is the initial velocity, initial height or initial position. Okay, when ball reaches the ground, it will be on the ground level. So therefore, what is the height? So we take y equal to 0. So see the given y naught, you can take 25 meter. After reaching the ground, what is the final position? Y equal to 0 meter. Okay, so it was thrown with initial velocity, that is v naught equal to 20 meter per second. Okay, we know a, or we can write it as g minus g, that is nothing but minus 10 meter per second square. Okay, so now we can what we need? We need total time of travel, that is t equal to question mark. So you can substitute here. So what is the value for y? Y is 0. Y naught is 25 meter per meter, plus what is v naught? 20. So we don't know t, right? T as like that only, plus of into what is the value of acceleration? That is the value of g, that is minus 10 into t square. Okay, so you can solve it now. So here of minus 10, 1 by 2 into minus 10, you will get minus 5. So that is 25 plus 20t, here 2 and 10 cancels, that is minus 5t square. Okay, so just bring all the term to the left hand side, it becomes plus 5t square. Okay, so when you bring plus 20t to the left hand side, it becomes minus 20t. When you bring the 25 to the left hand side, you will get minus 25 equal to 0. Now everywhere 5 is common, so you can cancel it. So 5 ones are 5, so 5 fours are 20, 5 fives are 25 equal to 0. You will get t square minus 4t minus 5. So this is the quadratic equation you have learnt in your 10th standard, quadratic equation. So we can write this quadratic equation as t minus 5 into t plus 1 equal to 0. If you multiply this, you will get the same this equation. So t into t square. Okay, so t into 1, that is plus 1t. Next minus 5 into t minus 5t. So plus 1t minus 5t cancels, therefore you will get minus 4t. Then minus into plus minus 5 into 1, 5. You will get the same answer. Okay, so you have the two terms, you can equate to the 0. So t minus 5, t minus equal to 0 or t plus 1 equal to 0. So t minus 5 equal to 0, you will get t equal to plus 5. Here t plus 1 equal to 0, here you will get t equal to minus 1. But time, so the negative value is not possible, so you can take t equal to 5, positive value. Therefore the time, okay, therefore t equal to 5 seconds. So this is the answer for your question B. Thank you for watching the video.